At the end of a narrow, winding road, standing as sentry overlooking the harbor and village of Whitehall, New York, stands the haunted house known as Skene Castle. Built in the mid-1860 SS as the personal residence of Judge Joseph Potter, a New York State Supreme Court justice, his wife Catherine, and children Sanford, William, and Henry, the Victorian manse was originally named Potter's Terrace. Perched high on the hill, looking as if Bavaria's mad King Ludwig had escaped to America and built a small castle, the stone manor's address still stands as 8 Potter's Terrace. It is a mystery why the edifice is called Skene Manor. No one named Skene ever resided in the castle. Philip Skene lived during the American Revolution and founded the village of Whitehall, initially called Skenesborough, but that was way before the manor was constructed. As legend has it, however, Mrs. Skene's ghost haunts the castle. The story goes that she held the wealth in the Skene family, and upon her death, her husband Philip would receive an annuity. Ah, but there lies the catch. He would only receive the monies as long as the body of Mrs. Skene remained above ground. She died before Philip, and not wanting to lose the cash, he put his wife in a lead coffin, propping her up in a corner of the basement. Others say that she was laid under the grand staircase, but her ghost would simply not stay put. The story of the unburied Mrs. Skene and the ghosts of Skene Manor became intertwined after new owners opened a restaurant in the establishment and built the coffin behind a cornerstone of the bar. Many a tipsy drinker reported seeing an apparition of a lady in a Victorian gown wearing a large ring roaming the halls of the castle. Subsequent owners eventually lost Skene Manor to taxes, allowing it to fall into disrepair and neglect. They stripped the castle of chandeliers, crystal doorknobs, and anything else they could make a quick buck on. The historic building almost was sold to a party in Vermont who planned to dismantle it block by stone block and rebuild it in the Green Mountain State. At the last minute, a group called SOS, Save Our Skene, raised the funds to pay the back taxes, but not before the dastardly previous owners were brought up on cruelty to animal charges. They tied a rare dog breed out in the yard in the cold without food, water. Belhurst Castle is a historic castle located in Geneva, New York, that has been the subject of numerous paranormal reports over the years. The original lakefront house was purchased by a wealthy businessman for his wife named Carrie L. Heron. Her husband was the owner of a large wholesale grocery business in Buffalo. It was a sad purchase for him, however, because Carrie immediately moved her lover into the home and divorced Mr. Collins. After she raised the home that originally was on site, Carrie hired architects Fuller and Wheeler to design the castle, and construction began in 1888. The castle was built using local stone and features a mix of architectural styles, including Gothic Revival and Romanesque Revival. It took 50 men 4 years to construct the castle. During this time, one man was killed when he fell from the tower, and another went insane while putting on the roof. After Carrie died in 1928, the castle was eventually sold to the government and used as a training facility for the Navy during World War II, during which time paranormal activity began to be reported. One of the most commonly reported paranormal activities at Belhurst Castle is the sighting of a ghostly woman in white. She is said to be a former resident of the castle who died tragically and has been seen wandering the halls of the castle and the surrounding grounds. In addition to the woman in white, there have also been reports of other ghostly apparitions, including a male ghost in a top hat and a little girl who has been seen playing in the halls. Guests and staff members have reported other paranormal phenomena, such as doors opening and closing on their own, unexplained footsteps and voices, and strange cold spots. The paranormal activity at Belhurst Castle has been investigated by several paranormal research groups, and some have reported evidence of ghostly activity, including audio recordings and photographs. Despite the reports of paranormal activity, many people still visit Belhurst Castle to enjoy its beautiful architecture, stunning views of Seneca Lake, and award-winning wines.